Good morning, everyone. The hour of 9 o'clock having arrived, I call the House State Government Committee to order. I'll ask our Executive Director to please take the roll.
Chairwoman Hill Evans.
Here.
Representative Boyd.
Designation.
Representative Brennan.
Designation.
Representative Gergely. By designation.
Designation.
Representative Genst. Here. Representative Howard. Here. Representative Kenyatta.
Designation.
Representative Probst.
Designation.
Representative Sanchez. Representative Schusterman.
Designation.
Representative Siegel.
Designation.
Representative Waxman. Representative Webster.
Designation.
And Representative Young.
Designation.
Chairman Roy.
Here.
Representative Banta. Here. Representative Barton.
By designation.
Representative Bonner. Here. Representative Devanzo.
By designation.
Representative Fink. Representative Kiefer.
By designation.
Representative Miller.
By designation.
Representative Schemmel. Here. Representative Schmidt. Here. Representative Stats. Here. We have quorum.
Thank you. So that being established, now we're going to move to the first item on the committee's agenda. The committee will consider House Bill 1926. Do I have a motion to consider the bill? And that is, I will be considering the bill, so I so move, and second by Representative Howard. Executive Director.
House Bill 1926 by Chairwoman Hill Evans amends the county code to keep information beyond the name, date of death, the cause and manner of death from public disclosure when that information is deemed to be sensitive in nature in accordance with the right to know law.
Thank you. And with that, we do have a few people who would like to speak on the bill. We ask for just very brief comments, and I will first turn to Chair Roy.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I think the bill is well intended. I think there might be some no votes on our side, but I think a lot of us will be voting yes. It's one of those things where we want to kind of balance what the public has the right to, but also make sure that the loved ones that just lost somebody, that their thoughts are taken into account as well. So thank you. But then I have that's it for now. I will want to speak again later too.
That's fine. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak on this bill? Yes, Representative Bonner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just had a question. Under the county code, is the term interested parties or interested persons defined?
I can double check on that for you, Rep. I don't believe it is. I believe it's been interpreted to usually be friends and family. Directly family would be the ones who could release those records for sure, as well as the courts. But I have to double check on that to give you a definitive answer after the meeting, if you don't mind,
Thank
Rep.
you. Appreciate that.
Are there any other comments from committee members? Yes, Representative Fink.
I'm happy to be signed on to this with Representative Hill Evans. I think it's going to provide much needed privacy for the families of the recently deceased. So I'll be a yes vote.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Okay, and we have been joined by Representative Brenner. Thank you for being here. We also have in our attendance today the President of the Coroners Association, Mr. Jeremy Reese. If you would like to come to the microphone and share a few comments, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Chair Hill Evans, Chair Roy, and the members of the committee for allowing me to address you today regarding House Bill 1926 on behalf of the coroners and medical examiners in Pennsylvania. As stated, my name is Jeremy Reese. I'm the elected coroner in Columbia County and currently serve as the president of the Pennsylvania State Coroners Association, which represents the interests of the coroners, medical examiners, and associated professionals who conduct death investigations across the Commonwealth. The purpose of House Bill 1926 is to provide additional language defining the public record of the coroner and to provide the coroner with access to maintain their own records. Current language in Section 1236B of the County Code pertaining to coroner records is somewhat vague in defining the official record of the coroner, requires the coroner to deposit all official records, and I quote, with the prothonotary for the preceding year. This has resulted in various interpretations by both the coroner and medical examiner offices and the Office of Open Records as to what is the official record of the coroner. House Bill 1926 would afford the coroners the ability to maintain these records at their own office for public view, or in rural counties such as mine where full-time public access may not be available or may be limited, the Office of the Prothonotary can still be used to provide the documented official record. Furthermore, passage of House Bill 1926 defines the official record of the coroner to include the following elements: name, date of death, cause, and manner of death. Coroners and medical examiners face a unique challenge on a daily basis to provide facts to families and parties of interest regarding events and observations about deaths and death scenes. In many instances, these details are sensitive, gruesome, and include medical and mental health or addiction information protected for the living through other legislation or state or federal level statutes, including HIPAA, patient confidentiality, or infectious disease laws. These same details must be documented as part of a proper investigation by the coroner or medical examiner, yet should likely be withheld from public view. Passage of House Bill 1926 helps to ensure the release of certain information of interest to the general public in a more efficient manner through the coroner's office in lieu of the prothonotary, while helping to protect those sensitive details from public dissemination. As coroners and medical examiners in Pennsylvania, we are sworn under oath to do what is right by the law, but we also abide to adhere to the moral oath to do what is right for the best interest for the loved ones of the deceased, and in most instances, nobody gets to choose the details of their death, including all of us in this room. A moral obligation of the death investigator is to preserve the valued discretion of those details so that families, friends, and others who experience tragic losses can have some degree of privacy in a social media and media-driven society where privacy is a very limited commodity. On behalf of all the coroners and medical examiners in Pennsylvania, I personally want to thank Chairwoman Hill Evans for taking the lead to introduce this critically important legislation, and I hope that members of this committee will vote in favor of House Bill 1926 and support us in continuing to serve the needs of our constituents during their time of loss. Thank you again for the opportunity to address you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I do want to mention that we have been joined in person by Representatives Devanzo and Boyd, and we are joined online by Representatives Schusterman and Siegel. With that said, are there any other questions or comments on House Bill 1926? Chair Roy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Now, on this bill, like I said, a lot of our members, I think, are going to be voting yes, but I don't recall there being a hearing on this bill. And just procedurally, normally during a voting meeting, its members are recognized by the chair to talk. Usually at hearings is when testifiers, talk. So I was just curious under what House rule and what committee rule non-committee members are recognized to speak. And secondly, other stakeholders would probably want to comment on the bill too. What provisions are in place where they're able to speak as well today, just to ensure complete transparency?
Chair courtesy. They were invited to speak. The stakeholders that we have that were opposed were the Media Association. They were advised that we were going to be moving the bill. They were invited to come and say just a few comments, not to testify, but just simply to have a few comments. For me, that's transparency, is hearing all sides. So that said, that's why they're here. They were the ones that chose to be here. And so.
Okay, well, I appreciate you asking people on both sides. I just wanted to
Yes.
make sure that that happened.
Yes.
So thank you, Madam Chairwoman.
We were told by the Media Association that regardless of conversations and input language into the bill, that they were still going to be opposed. They were invited to come if they wanted to be here. They were advised that we were going to be running the bill today, and if they're here, they would be offered the same opportunity to speak.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Are there any other comments or questions on House Bill 1926? Yes, Chair, Representative Brennan.
I just want to say a quick word of support of this bill. I think when we originally passed the Right to Know law, the current version of the Right to Know law, there was a specific exemption for coroner records And over the course of several years, we passed amendments to other bills, including the coroner law. And as a result of that, the exemption to protect these records was interpreted to no longer apply. So this would bring us back to the place we were in 2008, that there was an exemption for these records. I can say, having personally litigated these, that a lot of times law enforcement is concerned that release of these, every single detail in these reports, if it was fully open and there wasn't some discretion of the government to hold back information, would lead to having situations where people will come forward and say that they've committed a crime when you need a detail to verify that, and that's going to be in the report. If we make that publicly available, we're going to take away that tool from law enforcement. So I encourage the board us to go back to what we did, where there's an exemption and we can allow some discretion on the part of these coroners to protect public safety. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions around House Bill 1926? Hearing none, I'll ask for the vote.
Chairwoman Hill Evans.
Yes.
Representative Boyd. Yes. Representative Brennan. Representative Gurgley.
Yes designation.
Representative Genst. Yes. Representative Howard. Yes. Representative Kenyatta.
Yes designation.
Representative Probst.
Yes designation.
Representative Sanchez. Yes. Representative Schusterman.
Yes designation.
Representative Siegel.
Yes designation. Yes. There he is.
Still designation, that's fine. Representative Waxman.
Yes designation. Oh.
Rep. Waxman. Yes?
Yes,
Okay, sorry.
okay.
Didn't hear you there, Rep. Sorry. Representative Webster.
Yes designation.
Representative Young.
Yes designation.
Chairman Roy.
Yes.
Representative Bonta. Yes. Representative Barton.
Yes by designation.
Representative Bonner. Representative Devanzo.
Yes.
Representative Fink.
Yes.
Representative Kiefer.
Yes by designation.
Representative Miller.
No by designation.
Representative Schemmel. Yes. Representative Schmidt.
Yes.
And Representative Stats.
Yes.
The ayes have it, 24-1.
Thank you. And we will be moving House Bill 1926 to the floor for a full vote. Thank you all for your support. We have been joined in person by Representative Probst. And we'll be moving to the next item on our agenda, and that is House Resolution 410. And in place of Representative Tomlinson, we have with us Representative Marcel. If you would like to come to the microphone, I will ask our Executive Director to please summarize.
H.R. 410 by Representative Tomlinson, thank you, recognizes the week of May 12th through 18th, 2024 as National Police Week and recognizes May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day here in Pennsylvania.
And that said, the mic is yours.
Thank you very much to the chairs and members of the committee for considering this important resolution and allowing me to be here today. I am grateful for the opportunity to stand with our Bucks County delegation, including Representative Stats, who is part of the committee, obviously Representative Brennan as well, in bringing forth this resolution together, led by Representative Tomlinson, who was unfortunately unable to be here today. This resolution recognizes May 12th through 18th, 2024 as National Police Week and May 15th as Peace Officer Memorial Day here in Pennsylvania. It is important for us to honor and remember the brave law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service for our communities. Their dedication and commitment to maintaining public safety and protecting our citizens are the foundation of our community's well-being. By passing this resolution, we affirm our unwavering support for the members of our local law enforcement and all who put their lives on the line to protect our communities. It is a testament to our collective respect and appreciation for their service. I urge my colleagues to please support this resolution, ensuring we give due recognition to the heroes among us who serve with courage and integrity every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And before we get to that, my error, we have to bring this up for consideration, and that is by Representative Schmidt and second by Representative Roy. Now, no, you don't have to do it again. But thank you for your patience. Are there any comments or questions on this? Yes, sir. Representative Stats.
Yes, thank you, Chairwoman Hill Evans, and thank you, Representative Marcel. Just very briefly, as one of the sponsors of this resolution, I would urge my colleagues to join me in recognizing and celebrating our men and women in law enforcement with an affirmative vote. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other comments? Representative Fink.
I am not normally a fan of resolutions. However, I will be in support of this resolution. I am always happy to honor our veterans or our law enforcement. I will be a yes.
All right. That said, are there any no votes on this resolution? Hearing none, House Resolution 410 passes out of State Government Committee, and we will be voting on it on the floor. Are there any closing comments? Representative Roy?
No, nice quick meeting. I like that.
Okay, well, then I won't belabor it. That said, this meeting is adjourned.